Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chip Over the Top Rugby podcast. My name is Ryan. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new here, by the way, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe below for more content. And if you want to get notifications on whenever I upload a video, because it is quite infrequently, but also frequently at the moment, make sure you hit that bell notification too, so you get notified of when the Chip Over the Top podcast is on the YouTube that is. Anyway, today it is the day where I discuss my team to take on Australia this weekend in a must-win game for both teams if they both want to get to the quarterfinals. Australia and Fiji are both sitting on 6 points. Wales are sitting comfortably at the top with 10, but that does not mean Wales can't come away with something this weekend. We absolutely have to come away with something. We have to stop Australia getting a bonus point, first and foremost, if they win, that is. But ideal scenario, Wales come away with a bonus point win, right? We absolutely have to get maximum points from this game if possible, but a win will do us nicely. Okay, the team that I have chosen this week is based on looking at both games that have gone. Obviously, Wales v Fiji was probably our strongest side. The bench in that one was not up to par, though, across the board. And then Wales v Portugal was a good side, 12 changes to that squad. And it was a bonus point win. We can't complain, but it didn't quite click for obvious reasons, and I've already touched upon that. For me, the side that I've picked for Australia, I think is going to be a blend of our strongest, but also some options that I would like to see. And the reason why I would like to see them is I just see it as the future team going forward, or in certain positions. So without further ado, let's get into it. Make sure you leave a comment below if you agree with this team. Let me know the changes that you would make, or even let me know the team that you want to see take on Australia this weekend. All right, so let's start with the front row, shall we? Gareth Thomas, I think he's our best loose head at the moment. I've gone with Ddraig Lake at hooker. The reason being is that he is our most physical upfront ball carrier that we have in the loose, in the type 5, next to Will Rowlands, and we need that. If we want to get over the gain line, I know his line out is not optimal, but again, that is also some timing issues between the line out caller, who against Portugal was probably Dav Jenkins or Chris Chizunza. And that was just some youth and inexperience there, even though obviously they are professionals and whatnot. They haven't played together. So I think Ddraig Lake coming in at hooker would be the ideal. Gatland's probably going to go with Elias to start with, and have Ddraig come off the bench, I would imagine. But again, this is my team. I'm not the coach. This is just what I would want to see. And then tight head prop, Thomas Francis. He's just our unquestionable best tight head. And hopefully we see Henry Thomas on the bench, because again, I'm just not a fan of Dylan Lewis. Locks, I've gone with Dav Jenkins and Will Rowlands. I know people are probably going to say it's going to be Adam Beard and Will Rowlands, but for me, Adam Beard just isn't quite there yet. I have issues with Adam Beard. Some of his lineouts, some of his. The only good thing about Adam Beard, I would say personally, is the driving maul. But Australia don't really have that driving maul at the moment because they just haven't got that power in the front five. So I think Dav Jenkins and Will Rowlands will do a fantastic job in the locks there. Back row is where it gets kind of interesting. Obviously, Tommy Raphael pulling out of the Portugal game due to last-minute injury concern. Will he feature in this game? Possibly. If he does, it's probably going to be off the bench. Throwing him straight away would probably be good, to be honest. And then you'd have like Jack Morgan, Raphael, and Faletau. But the team I've gone with is Wainwright at 6. I've gone with Jack Morgan at 7 and Faletau at 8. Again, if Raphael is fit, I think Jack will go to 6. Raphael will play 7. Obviously, Faletau will stay at 8. And then there will be some jigging on the bench. All right, moving on to the backs. I think scrum half is going to be Gareth Davis. That's the player who I would like to see start. I think he's just adds a little bit more of an attacking threat. And I would imagine Australia is going to go with Will they go with Nick White or will they go with Finesse off the bench, or Finesse? I think that's how you say his name. So I think Gareth Davis will start. Obviously, Bigger's going to be our fly half. He's our best number 10 at the moment. Anscombe wasn't quite there yet. Unfortunately, I do want to see Anscombe at some point. And I think Costello is slowly becoming number 2. Will he become the first choice fly half when Bigger is no longer there? Probably. So it's just a case of Anscombe stepping up, but he hasn't yet. And again, that was his first game back in a while, so understandably, right? But disappointing performance from him, I think. So Bigger is the first choice 10. On the wings, I've gone with Josh Adams and Lewis Rees-Zammit, either left or right winger. It doesn't really matter which one, to be honest. Rio Dyer did put his hand up against Portugal. He played exceptionally well. So there might be a case where we see Rio Dyer and Zammit start and then Adams coming off the bench, much like he did against Portugal. We shall see. Centre partnership. Now this is where it gets another little bit more interesting for me, is that I'm not a huge fan of Tompkins personally. I do much prefer that ball carrying physical 12 that gets over the gain line. But Tompkins played exceptionally well. Probably the best he's ever played for Wales against Fiji. And that link-up partnership with him and North 12-13 is just outstanding. And I do believe that is going to be the starting 12-13 combination, even though I would absolutely personally love to see Johnny Williams and George North. Because when you saw Johnny Williams and Mason Grady and Anscombe play the 10, 12, 13 against Portugal, there was obviously some disconnect. And the disconnect really was just that they haven't played much together and there wasn't really much continuity. So I think if you have Bigger and George North and someone like Johnny Williams in the middle, then Johnny Williams will come up to Bigger and North standard. But obviously that link-up play between Tompkins and George North is exceptional. So I'd imagine it's going to be Tompkins and 13, 12, 13. 12. George North. Sorry, that's 13. I said 12. I said Tompkins and 13. Anyway, fullback, it's going to have to be Liam Williams. He is outstanding. Lee Halfpenny is a fantastic 15, fantastic fullback. But this is probably not the game for him. This is a game where we want Liam Williams. I would imagine Australia are going to kick a lot. And Liam Williams can just counter from within our 22. It would be nice to have Halfpenny on the bench, maybe, or even starting just for those long-range penalty kicks. But again, we've seen Bigger hit them from 50, so we know he's capable of doing it. So again, let me just run through that 15 because it was a little bit disjointed. Gareth Thomas, Dewi Lake, Thomas Francis, Dav Jenkins, Will Rowlands, Wainwright, Jack Morgan, Faletau, Gareth Davis, Dan Bigger, Zammit and Adams, Tompkins and North, and Liam Williams at fullback. I would like to see Johnny Williams at 12. I would like to see Wainwright at 6, but I have a feeling if Raphael's fit, Jack Morgan will jump over and Raphael will go on the open side. And then in the replacements, I think our best replacement front row will be Nicky Smith, Elias or D, depending on if he starts Lake or not, then Lake will be the replacement hooker, I think. And Henry Thomas, if fit. He is the best scrummager we have in tight head outside of Francis, but we'll see if he's fit. And then I've gone with Chunza because I thought he put his hand up against Portugal. He played quite well. And I've gone with Chunza and Basham as a lock flanker replacement option. We'll see if that is the case. I would love to see Sam Costello cover 10 and 9, but I know that's not going to be the case. So I think Thomas Williams and Sam Costello will be on the bench, which leaves someone like either a Johnny Williams, a Mason Grady, or a Rio Dyer to fill in that last spot. There you have it. That is my starting 23 for the Wales v Australia game. Let me know your thoughts below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Diolch Yn Fawr. Thank you very much. I will catch you very, very soon, I'm sure, because Warren Gatland did not surprise us today and announce his team early. It's probably going to be announced tomorrow. So I'll review that then. Enjoy the rest of the day. Catch you later.